Thank you for joining us here at Offside and Out of Bounds. This is our game now!
Hey, while you're here waiting for the video to load, why not drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn your post notifications on?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready?
Let's go! Okay, welcome to Offside and Out of Bounds. We are going to do the NBA playoff preview round 2 for the Hawks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Adam. As always, I'm joined with Junior. Junior, are you ready? Let's go! All right, again, we got crying LeBron because we just love to hate LeBron. So, Junior, why don't we jump right in here and take a look at your keys?
Sure. Quickly, sorry about the technical difficulties we had in the last episode. It might have been choppy at the end. We're trying to push through with all these tech issues right now, but we're trying to get our content out to you guys, so bear with us. 76ers. So my key here is Tobias Harris. He was absolutely massive in the first round, and with an aching Embiid, he's going to have to step up even further. So he averaged 22, 10, and 3, almost 4 assists in the first round, which is great. He's also going to have to take a heavy load on that defensive side too, because he's going to be dealing with Gallinari probably and Hoyter. So he's going to have to be getting out to that perimeter real quick, and it's going to be a tough call. So especially if Embiid's hurt, he's going to have to drop down and help in the middle. But we'll see. But my key for Philly to win this series is Tobias Harris. On the other side, it's going to be Clint Capella and his rebounding. They've got some big bodies down there with Harris and Embiid and Simmons, so there's gonna be a lot of rebounding opportunities, and this guy's a rebounding machine, and he's gonna have to be even more so now, and he's gonna have to get his point totals up. I mean, he only averaged 10 points in the first round. It's quite low. They're gonna need to get more point production out of him. So 13 rebounds, 2 blocks, 10 points, pretty decent. So those are my keys. Who do you have?
So Embiid's health, still a concern to some degree. We're hoping that he's going to be where he wants to be for this shape up. I'm also going to kind of note here. Ben Simmons also, just because he was a bit of a problem from the free throw line last round and actually cost them a game.
Yeah.
On the other side, just overall, I think I have Gallinari here. Shooting is going to be very important for the Hawks overall. Trey was just absolutely balled out, so I expect him to continue to do that. That's going to be a key for, Philly to try to stop him and basically get the ball out of his hands, because there was about the only game that they lost was when Trey sat 12 minutes, and I think the point production from the Hawks was like 6 or 7 points against the Knicks in that one game. But yeah, those are kind of the keys. Hopefully Embiid will be healthy, because I definitely don't want to see a debilitated Philadelphia 76ers against the Hawks. I really want these two teams to be at full strength and really play and ball out as much as possible. I think this is going to be a very, very good series.
Yeah, if Embiid's out, I think it's kind of a wrap on Philly season. This jinx of them in the Eastern Conference Final just continues to live another year for them.
He's just so dominant, right? And if he's not playing and he's their lead producer in terms of the offense, especially because Ben Simmons can't shoot for the life. But let's see. Head to head, let's get that up here for you guys. The other thing I was going to say, I think I mentioned it, was the free throw shooting for the 76ers.
Yeah.
That's going to be just absolutely crucial. They cannot win this series if their free throw shooting is not where it's supposed to be.
100%.
But I think they'll probably work on that a little bit, and that will be less of an issue as they go forward.
Well, I mean, even from the floor too, right? You don't want to be getting too much Danny Green in there, because we all know what he does in the playoffs.
Yeah, he can change the game.
Yeah, so we in a bad way too. Yeah. So you can see, the Sixers took 2 of the 3 meetings this year. They outscored the Hawks 50 points total. In fact, there were 2 beatdown games that the 76ers had against them. But even with that, you can see that Atlanta still out-rebounded them. So that was one of the keys here, is their ability to rebound. And then you look at the assists, and quite low on the Hawks side. So probably looking at a missed game by Trey there, or just some stumbling by Atlanta. But I think that total will be a lot different. And Atlanta's been shooting the ball really well from 3. So those percentages are obviously going to creep up a bit higher than 36. And then
Yeah.
they were pretty decent from the floor, not really at 38%. And I'm certain that that's going to come up as well. They're going to try and get some closer looks to the back.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
Hit your keys.
okay. So for me, I'm going to say that the biggest part of this series, 76ers are so well defensively. It's one of the biggest keys. They are second in defensive rating in the regular season. However, can't hammer this down enough. They were first in free throw attempts,
Just stay away from the upstairs.
22nd in the league from the line, which is absolutely terrible. Keys for the Hawks. Clint Capella was amazing in the last series, but he still needs to step up if Embiid is going to be healthy and playing. He needs to continue to help Trey on the offensive end with those pick and rolls, and his rim protection is going to be absolutely pivotal. The biggest piece here is Ben Simmons. For the Philadelphia 76ers to win this series, it has to be on Ben Simmons.
He's going to come out of that shell, because if he doesn't, he's going to be absolutely no help.
If Ben Simmons is not pushing the envelope and driving the ball to the lane on the offensive end, it's going to be a big problem for Philly, and they will not win this series.
Yeah.
So who do you got?
Oh, geez. I had the Hawks upsetting the Knicks in the first round.
You did.
But I had a closer series between Philly and Washington, so I think I have to give a little more juice on Philly here for dispatching Russ and Beal so quickly. But the Hawks slew a dragon in the Knicks, and they're not supposed to be here at this point. This is supposed to be Philly, New York. So I think for me, all loosey-goosey, and you can see how Trey's got that chip on his shoulder, and I think they're going to come out pretty hot and heavy here on them. So, and that curse with the 76ers in the Eastern Conference Final is looming there too. So, I'm going to go out on an island, and I'm going to take the Hawks.
I'm going to be right out there with you. I don't feel like Embiid is at his full health, and I think if he's a domino that can maybe just be pushed over. I think they're going to play him pretty physical, especially if he does get minutes. And we all know what pressure can do to Ben Simmons. It's not a good situation for him.
No.
He folds like a cheap suit.
Mm-hmm.
30 to 40% from the line is not going to be good enough. And I mentioned this when you were just offline there for a second. Philadelphia is number 1 in free throw attempts and 22nd in the league from the line.
How insane is that?
The playoffs,
that's crazy.
In the playoffs, the line is everything. If you're not getting 22 to 20 to 30 attempts a game and shooting 75 to 80% from that line, you're not going to win the basketball game.
They're free shots. Like you're scoring when the clock's not running. So
he can't shoot from 12 feet out. This is a problem for this.
No,
team.
he's great 6 feet in. Anything outside of that, he's absolute balls.
Yeah. So that's we both got the Hawks. So let's see what happens. I think it'll be more exciting. I want to see the Hawks. I want to see the Hawks go.
I do.
think it's a more exciting team. I'm not a big fan of Philly just in general.
No.
So awesome. So let's wrap it up. So thanks everybody. We appreciate you joining us. If you want to help grow our channel, the easiest thing you can do is just drop a quick like for us. If you want to subscribe to the channel, we certainly welcome that. That also helps us grow. And feel free to let us know what you think in the comments. So for everybody here at Offside and Inbounds, I'm Adam.
I'm Junior. See
you
real soon.